Welcome back to the program. Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari is away to China to discuss ways to improve the Nigerian economy. The visit to China, according to the presidency, is aimed at securing greater support for Beijing, for the development of Nigeria's infrastructure, especially in the power, roads, railways, aviation, water supply, and housing sectors. President Buhari is expected to meet with the President of China, Xi Jinping, the Chinese Premier, some other top Chinese officials, and they're also expected to focus on strengthening bilateral cooperation in line with the federal government's agenda for the rapid diversification of the Nigerian economy, with emphasis on agriculture and solid mineral development. It is also expected that in the course of the visit, several new agreements and memoranda of understanding to boost trade and economic relations between Nigeria and China would be concluded and signed. As the president departed for China, the 2016 budget is expected to be signed by him after several weeks of intrigues. When the budget is passed, it is expected that the Buhari administration will kick-start its change agenda, having officially and lawfully given the financial mandate to act. The past months have not exactly been the happy one for many Nigerians, as they have had to groan as they waited in endless queues at filling stations to buy fuel, a commodity we have in abundance under the ground. Electricity supply is also not anywhere available in the midst of all of these. It's also at its lowest ebb for the past year or so. The nation is confronted by several challenges. The big question is the change agenda of the APC government. Is it still alive? The Minister of Information, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, joins us now on the program. Many thanks for coming on the program, Alhaji Lai Mohammed.
Thank you very much, Shil.
The major question, a lot of Nigerians are facing a turbulent period, if one may use that language at this time. No fuel to power generators because electricity is not there. No fuel to gas up your vehicle. The economy looks so much to be at a standstill.
Well, Shil, I think I've said this on many fora, and it bears repeating, that the government is keenly aware of the hardship and difficulties Nigerians have gone through in the last couple of weeks. And we do empathize with them. But not only do we empathize with them, we appreciate their perseverance, but we have also been working around the clock to ensure that we are able to bring the situation back to normal. When the government is elected because people have confidence in it that they can right the wrongs of the past and it is competent enough, no matter what the challenges are. This is precisely what we are doing. As I speak today, we've been able to bring the situation almost back to normal in the area of fuel, supply. As I speak to you today, about 7 ships are discharging their cargo of 280 million liters in various depots in Lagos, in Calabar, in Port Harcourt, and the refinery in Warri is now working. It also has 19 million liters, and total what we have today is 430 million liters in reserve. And as from tomorrow, we are going to deploy 1,300 trucks all over Nigeria to ensure that the fuel situation gets much better. We are very confident that if we deploy 1,300, trucks a day, which we are starting from tomorrow, that the groans and the pains of citizens, in the last couple of weeks will be a thing of the past. Once again, we empathize with Nigerians. We salute their courage and their perseverance, and I want to take the opportunity again to assure them that that change they voted for is real, that change will come, and that all the challenges we are facing today are very temporary.
A lot of Nigerians will be asking, knowing just how much we are endowed with the raw materials, crude and all of that, do we really deserve to have gone through that hell and agony of fuel scarcity at all?
You see, Sheung, I said I'm not here to make excuses. But then we must also understand the context within which this situation came about. This situation came about largely because of 2 or 3 reasons. One, the lack of foreign exchange. which has been caused also by the global crash in the price of crude, which had been for years the only source of foreign exchange for Nigeria. Now, with the crash in the price of crude globally, we are forced now to make less than $40 on a barrel of crude, as against the $100 and above we were making before. And this affected the foreign exchange position of the government. Therefore, most majors, most independent marketers said they could not go and procure foreign exchange in the black market at an exorbitant rate and be expected to sell fuel at the pump price that the government has directed. And this is why since January this year, only the NNPC has been bringing in, refined product through its direct sale, direct purchase agreement, which is more like a kind of, trade by barter, where the NNPC sells its crude in return for refined product. But unfortunately, the 455,000 barrel of crude allocated to an NNPC on a daily basis, it meets only about 50 to 60% of our, of our need. Now, the good news is that we made 3 major breakthroughs in recent, weeks. The first is that we've been able to persuade central bank to make available more foreign exchange to the oil companies that will bring in, the refined product. Also, be able to persuade the oil majors upstream to assist their sister companies downstream to access foreign exchange. But we also realize that the most important thing is to be self-sufficient locally in refined product. And this is why you saw last week a bid was opened, for those who want to bring in modular refineries to be co-located in the existing refineries all over Nigeria.
How soon will that happen?
Well, like I said, just last week, the bid was opened. With a modular refinery, it's faster to build, and the fact that we set on co-location is to dispense with the logistics of, building again pipelines. And as I speak today, like I said, the Warri refinery is working, and our aim is to ensure that in a few weeks' time, all our refineries will be working at at least 70% capacity. So we understand where we have this problem, but what is important is what are we doing to alleviate the problem, and this is what I'm trying to explain now.
Minister, you've talked about foreign exchange, and that's one thing that a lot of people have criticized the government about. That's your government's policy.
You see, Shehu, it's simple economics. If you make $100 a day, and suddenly you now start making $40 a day, some things will have to give way. If your salary goes down from 100,000 naira a month to 40,000 naira a month, you will have to make certain adjustments. It's as simple as that.
So the tightening up of the policy on foreign exchange, that's explanation for it?
No. It's not the tightening up. It's a drying up of the source.
Even when people cannot pay their children's school fees abroad.
There are many schools of thoughts on how to manage what is not available. This situation did not arise 3-4 years ago because we had surplus. In 2013, on a monthly basis, central bank had a surplus of more than about $2.3 billion. Because it's a simple arithmetic. You sell crude, you use the proceed in foreign exchange to balance your own trade, what you import. But today, our sale of crude, what we get from there is less, whereas what we import is not less. It's simple arithmetic. Whatever now you do to share that thing that has, gone down will be subject to a lot of controversy.